We are live with Echo Flips. Been doing a lot of work today. Echo Flips has been prepping a ton of stuff. It is the heat of Q4 right now. And yeah, today we're just going to do some live sourcing, kind of just some relaxed live sourcing. I'm going to do eBay to Amazon DVDs. And so DVDs are a really good category. You can often get them for a really good price because these eBay sellers are not paying too much for them. But on Amazon, there's tons of people paying a lot of money for it. So we got Christiana in the chat. Let's go. FBA ZC, welcome. Let's get it. Let's go. All right.
Let's get it. Yes, sir. Let's go.
So I'm just going to try and do it like this. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Yep. So basically my strategy for sourcing DVDs from scratch, because we're going to do it from scratch, we're going to assume that we don't have a big database of DVDs, which is the best way to source DVDs. And so you kind of have to get started from scratch here. I think the best way to source DVDs is going to be to find another seller who is selling a bunch of high-priced DVDs, and then we can storefront stock. And storefront stocking is basically looking at other Amazon sellers and seeing what they're selling and seeing if we can get it profitably. So we're going to go ahead and look for more expensive DVDs here. And I'm trying to look on the side if we can. Usually you can change the price to a higher price, but we're just going to go like this.
Yeah, I don't know. Seth, one thing before we kind of continue on, I know a lot of the people watching this in the future, people in the chat, they might be gated in DVDs. So do you have a certain source that you use to get ungated in DVDs, or?
Yeah, just buy 10 of these and you can get ungated, right? And I'm just kidding. Christian Books, I think, works. And so you can, I think Christian Books, I think Best Buy. I don't know if Kohl's has DVDs. There's a bunch of different places that you can get them. But yeah, I mean, DVDs, it's kind of been seen as this super hard to get ungated thing. But if you know basically about ungating in general, you just basically need to buy from a site that will give you an invoice, and you need to buy 10 of the items. So any site that's going to give you a good invoice and that you can match to an Amazon ASIN should work pretty well. So I'm not necessarily wanting to source these $300 DVDs. So we're kind of just scrolling down here. To be honest, I'm just going to click in and see if we can find a seller who looks like they're selling a bunch of them.
I'm just going to paste this in the chat. Just to make sure, Seth, that's the site, correct? The Christian Books. I just put it for the people,
Yeah, I don't see your comment, but where's your comment?
Oh, okay. I'm sure it will pop up in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, so it's christianbooks.net, or I think Best Buy probably has DVDs. Both of those places have worked for people that I know anyways for ungating.
Okay.
So
I just know that's the big thing is most people are gated, and I mean I don't even sell DVDs, so I'm gated. Just to be transparent, guys. I'm just kind of backseating Seth right now.
kind of like what I did the other day when we were sourcing the Walmart stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. So this person, this Rare Cinema guy, I mean, their store name is Rare Cinema. They do have a ton of feedback, so I'm curious if they're really going to be the type of person that we can do this with. But I mean, it does look like they have a lot of Rare Cinema and expensive cinema. So this might be a really good store to storefront stock. So what we're going to do here, instead of storefront stocking like this, you can do it like this too. But if you go ahead and look at it from Seller Amp, it's going to be a little easier to see all of what is going on. So we can click in here. And from here, we kind of just get some really good information about these products. If we want to Google them, especially if we were doing other types of online arbitrage, we can go ahead and click this button and it'll Google search it. But the thing is, a lot of these are going to be discontinued. And so sourcing on eBay or Mercari is probably going to be one of the best bets for this. So I'm going to go ahead and load more and kind of just start by looking at the ones that are high priced, because something like this, it's like 28 bucks. There's not a ton of space to be able to purchase this profitably on eBay, but something like this where it's close to 60 bucks could be a lot better of an option. So we're just going to go ahead and open this up. And we see that for me, it's restricted, so we're going to pass. And this is slightly higher priced. Wow. I'm looking at I just noticed the BSRs on these are absolutely wildly low for DVDs.
Yeah, I remember Rake and Profit. He says he likes to do DVDs that are a little bit higher rank. What do you think about that, Seth?
Yeah, it's a good point, and I don't know if I necessarily agree that you need to just stay away from everything that's under 10K rank. His philosophy on it is that it's going to be less likely to be counterfeited if it's a slower moving discontinued DVD, and that's probably true. Another reason to stay away from these super low ranked items is because if it's this fast moving of an item, like that's a for sure sale. And so it's going to be very competitive. It's going to be harder to find profitably. And so we could probably just sit here and be looking up all of these DVDs that are 200 rank, 400 rank, 500 rank. But if we just scroll down to like 6K rank or 12K rank or 13K rank, higher chance of us actually finding it, I think. So that's kind of doing it here.
The man, the myth, Joji's in the chat.
That one looks real nice. How's it going for you guys? I appreciate that, Joji. It's going good, going good. For me today, what did I even do today? Oh, I watched the United States-Iran soccer game with my wife, and we got through to the round of 16, so I was happy about that. Also did some work as well. What were you up to today, Cody?
I really just been prepping stuff. What does he mean by that 1K looks nice?
I think he means 1K subs.
You hit 1K. Let's go, Seth. Yeah. Let's go. I saw you were pretty close. I was like, wow, he's like 6 away. Damn, the big 1K. Let's go.
The big milestone. The big milestone.
I mean, you've been putting in the reps with the lives. That's for sure. Definitely.
Yeah. And yeah, definitely been. Both of us have been out here trying to help the people, trying to make good content and help people.
For the people.
For the people. Hopefully we can find some good DVDs so that the people can purchase these DVDs.
Joji says, Cody, how does it feel to sell 8K in one day? All I have to say, Joji, is light work.
Easy.
Easy. Yeah. I just
that's wild. Honestly, how did you sell 8K in a day? Like you had that much active? Like
you want to hear the crazy thing, Seth?
What?
Is like last month I had like maybe 20 FBA listings, and now we're pumping.
I feel like you're gonna get converted to FBA, and you're just gonna be like, I'm gonna FBA.
I've been FBAing a lot, just because I love ordering like 50 something, case packing it, and then shipping it in.
Yeah.
Even if it makes like
never case packed anything.
Really?
Just
because you just prep center. But yeah, I love Joji's light work. That's how I feel. Honestly, like I don't know. Like it felt like nothing, to be honest. Like I'm like why can't I do 20K days? You know what I mean? like you know what I mean? Like it's really just like a numbers game, and you know, if you're able to pump out 400, like say you're able to pump out 400 units a day, which is what I want to do. Like it's very doable to sell, 13K in a day, 14K
What's your
in a day.
like the stuff that you're sending in? What's an average like sales price?
Like a lot of it's cheap right now.
A lot of it's Gucci.
Like, a lot of it's like it wouldn't be profitable to send to a prep center. Like I'm literally like some of these things I'm making like $1 on that I spent like say, I mean it depends on the item, but say I spent like $7 and it makes me $1. But the lead time is super small because I can get it in and out. Like say you get it from Walmart in like a day, and then you buy 50 of that, you make $1 each, you send it out the same day you like. I've literally had nights where I'll order like 5K worth of crap from Walmart, comes to my house the next day, I prep it, it goes out the other day, and then it's there at Amazon sometimes in a week, less than a week. So then it's like, and then it's stuff that just moves,
Yeah.
Like so it's just a bunch of that, and I mean there's other products too. It's really like, I mean, you pump out 400 units a day. Like I'm not saying I've done that like every day. Most days it's like 100 units plus, right? But it's like imagine like 100 units a day. Like you're bound to eventually hit in like insane numbers. So honestly,
I mean, if you send in stuff and you have a ton of stuff active, like you're gonna get the sales. Like
yeah,
it's nothing. You just need to like actually get the stuff in there, which you're doing.
RW, welcome. Let's go. Thank you for showing up.
Good to see you. You're it's like, isn't it like 3 or 4 there, RW? You're in like the Pacific time. Cody's like, it's like 8 p.m. there. It's 6 p.m. here. It's dark.
I guess we got completely sidetracked from the DVC source.
Yeah, we got super sidetracked.
I just but
it's exciting to get 8K in a day.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the 8K in a day. I've been using Cell Seller a lot for sourcing. That's really helped out because I would literally like I've been like prepping like all day, and then I go to my computer and I'll order like literally like per hour probably like at least $2,000 of stuff because I only have so much time to order stuff at night. So it's basically just a cycle of that, like prep all day, go to the computer, spend like 8K on product, then wake up, the porch is full, it's just a cycle, really.
Right.
But it's temporary though. Like eventually I want to just do like OA to prep and not be as hands-on and do more social stuff, but I'm a brokey right now. That's all I gotta say. We gotta make some cash,
Exactly.
Rev seller. I'm blanking out.
Rev seller? Oh, I'm this whole time I thought I was sharing the screen. I'm so good at this. 5 p.m. Nice. Okay, so you're only an hour.
Oh, that's the one that. Yeah, he uses Rev seller. He's an old head.
I'm an old head. I love my Rev seller. I usually have a seller Ampere too. It's really big right now. It doesn't need to be this big, but whatever.
Yeah, I love Joji's comment. He said, like I said, like light work. Yeah, it's really light work. Like, come on, like you can easily sell like 20K in a day. Like it's just a math equation. All you have to do is sell $20,000 items. That's it, and then you sell 20K in a day. That's it.
Yeah, man.
Or you can sell a bunch of little stuff, or you can sell 2 $10,000 items. You could sell a Honda Civic on Amazon. No, I'm just kidding.
Honda Civic.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think of. Like yeah, 8K in a day is like a like a 2006 Honda Civic kind of deal.
Right. A bunch of stuff.
Like an entire car in a day.
Yeah, I don't think they sell cars.
Yeah, there's car salesmen that literally, I know it's a completely different industry. There's car salesmen, they sell a car, they made $40,000 in sales, and nobody says crap about that. But this, it's like, 8K. Oh my gosh. I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm just saying it's an input and then an output, and that's literally it. There's nothing else.
I mean, like if you send it regularly, just sell the U.S. median household income every 2 days and you're good. Right.
Yeah, exact. Just sell it. That's it. All
Alex
you gotta do
was once asked, "How would you go about making $100,000?" And he's like, "I'd sell something for $100,000." No, shoot, I messed it up. He was like, they asked him like, if you had a year to make $100,000, like, what would you do? And he's like, I would sell something for $100,000, and I'd find something else to do for the rest of the year. Like that mindset of just like, oh, $100,000 is just going to take so long. It's like you just got to put in the inputs and it'll happen.
Facts.
The chief. 8K sales, 1,120 profit.
Yeah, so I mean, pretty much like my my margins for those items is really low. But there are a lot of extremely fast moving items. But the credit card rewards and the cashback is insane. Like I just got a payout on top cashback of $1,700.
Oh, geez.
So that's like, it's good. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I guess I'm just diving a little bit deep into RW's comment, but I just think like there's this Twitter post that I saw. I think his name's like FBA Jimmy. He's like, people would be like, oh, what's the profit? And then they sold 10K. It's like, dude, like you sold 10K. He's making at least 2K on that, right? Usually for the most part, for most people. So
it really depends on the store. I mean, things can go wrong and it can be like 10%, but at the same time, like that's $1,000, which is great. And that's kind of like worst case scenario for most people.
Wait, what does this mean? Cody does Amazon for the cashback rewards and not to sell things, right, Cody? Yeah, pretty much. Right now, I'm like, my expenses are really low, so like I was looking at the cat, like I'm like I don't even know what to spend this on. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't really want anything. I wanna be for the people, and I don't know. Like I really just want to do social before the people, help people out. I figured 14%. Yeah, RW, my margin last month was 15%, which is a bit lower. The month before was a little bit above 20%, but I was doing a lot of risky eBay to Amazon flips. So yeah, I mean, like you do more, like you sell more, and usually your margin will go down, but overall you make more money. Like I would rather sell like say you sell 100K in a month at a 15% margin, you're making 15K a month. I'd rather do that than say you're selling only 50K, and then your margin's like a little bit better. Like just, I mean, whatever works really. I don't know. Maybe I'm just I'm just wilding out.
It's true. And also at the same time, like let's say you do 20K a month, but like you have a 25% margin. That's 5K, and you're probably not using very much money to do it, but at the same time you're still making 5K instead of like 10K. There's just a bunch of different ways to do it.
I think overall just making more money is like the W, especially like if you have, like say you have $10,000 to spend on inventory, right? And you're like, you can't spend it all, and the only items, like say you only have so much time, right? And you can only spend, like you're bad at sourcing, or you're getting better at sourcing, I guess you'd say. say like every month you have an excess of 2K that you like can't figure out to like spend on inventory, it might be worth it to just spend that money on lower margin stuff. So then overall you can compound that money, you know? Like, because if you're not spending the money, you're losing money. There's inflation, there's all this, you know, all these other outside factors that are happening. And if you have it in your bank account, it's just losing money. So you might as well park it in some lower ROI or lower margin items that overall will build your business, right? I think that's one thing that I've really learned in these past few months is like really just focus on things where you could just like, you know, 100 clip, 50 clip, and it's really easy to scale your sales.
That's the one thing when new sellers don't know. Just because you sell 50K doesn't mean you get 50K back. I've told a lot of new sellers this when they ask me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like just because, yeah, it's definitely not you get 50K back. Especially new sellers, they'll like start to do well. They'll do like 7K in a month and they'll be like, where's my 7K? And like,
yeah, exactly. It's also like people don't really talk about it too much, but when you're trying to like aggressively grow, oh god, dude. Let's try to judge you in a second. But when you're trying to aggressively grow and say like, oh, you know, you do a 60K sales month and you made 10K profit, well, to get to your 70K month or 80K month, you have to get all of that profit and then buy more inventory, because unless like you're not going to grow unless you keep on buying more inventory. So like you have to reinvest it, or at least a good portion to grow month over month. I don't know what you think about that, Seth.
Like, what exactly do you mean? Basically, like, if you are trying to maintain your sales and your profit, you have to reinvest to some degree.
I'm just saying, if you're trying to, nobody really even asked this question, but I'm like my my current state is like, I want to get to 100K months. Right now I'm at you know, right now I'm at like 50, 60, right ish, and like in that range, right? And to get there, you have to get your profits and then compound it, unless you take a fat loan or whatever it is, which is completely fine too. I just don't like leveraging like other people's money that much. But for me, I literally dump all my profit into the business again, and just use cash back to pay for like personal stuff, to grow month over month. That's what I was just trying to get at.
Yeah. It's I don't know if you guys have heard of Daily Refinement, the eBay guy. He had a really big eBay store for a long time, and he had a principle called reseller nirvana. Basically, the idea is you get to a certain point where you're listing a certain amount of items every single day and you're selling a certain amount of items every single day. And like you work really hard to get to that point, and then if you want to, you can just maintain by listing 100 items a day, selling 100 items a day. You could see that as listing $1,000 of buy cost a day and selling 1,000 buy cost a day. You can kind of see that however you want. But I think there's something about selling on Amazon where it's like you kind of want to build up to what you're trying to do. And then from there, you can kind of decide, do you want to take it further? Do you want to start to invest in the S&P 500 or the S&P 500? I'm definitely on the side of like, I think I'm actually a little over leveraged at the moment. And if I just pay off stuff and then keep the store at the same size, it's a good place to start to peel off some of those profits and put it back into the S&P 500, because I've saved a ton into my Amazon store, but it would be a little ridiculous at some point if I don't put money somewhere else. Like that's kind of the goal, in my opinion. But at the same time, it's hard. What?
S and me all the way. You already know. You buy the courses.
I did buy a course. I bought a social.
I know you did. You're doing a great job.
I have so much more to learn. Like I can't buy more education. I have to do the education first.
Yeah, that's kind of my problem. Like you only have so much time.
Yeah. Low hanging fruit spending. There's so much out there. Exactly. Like especially with Black Friday, it's like 20% off, 30% off, cash back.
Like the Rakuten 20% paired with a gift card is like, say the gift card gives you like 8%. That's 28 before you even find like a semi-profitable. Like it's just crazy.
And at the same time, they pay like super slow, but at the same time, it's money, like easy.
It is money. Oh, one thing that I just learned about this is some really good like sauce. With Top Cashback, you guys probably I don't know, but basically in Top Cashback, different sites pay out on different like time periods. So some sites, so Walgreens say they'll pay you out in like a 2-week period. Well, I'm not saying they do. I'm just saying as an example. Well, say Walmart takes 4 weeks. I'm just letting you guys know. Knowing when your cash back will come back to you is actually kind of helpful because there's like some sites where it's like, oh, this won't get paid back to you in 12 months. And you're like, dude, like what the heck? Yes. If you click in and you see the summary of the payment, it tells you, oh, this site will not pay you back for like 12 months in this cash back. It's so that's like, I know it's like, how could you consider that? But I'm just telling people, like, if you're factoring in this cash back and being like, oh, I'm going to get all this money back, it's helpful to know, like, oh, I'm going to get this cash back in a week, or oh, I'm going to get this cash back, in 3 months. That's like a huge difference, it's a huge difference. So just letting the people know, that's kind of like a good nugget. Like, try to focus on the sites that you can get the cash back fast. So if you want to use that cash back for the personal or to reinvest, you get the money back quick.
That's a good tip. Yeah, I actually didn't realize that any sites were like 12 months. Goodness. If it's like a week, it's almost just like you could spend on inventory and be like, yep, just making my 2%, my 5%, my 10%.
Exactly.
I get an average of $2 to $3. I'm assuming profit on each sale. That's great.
That's
especially
awesome.
for grocery. I mean, that's kind of the grocery game. I feel like you just move a ton of volume with grocery, like a lot of stuff that just moves.
100%.
Well said, Cody.
Thank you.
We are a little late to it, but we had some comments. Set a goal and time frame. Once you meet it, then reset it and grow bigger. Yeah, exactly. It's such a weird balancing game because there's always this sense of, well, if I just had 80K invested instead of 70K invested, I would make another 20% on that 10K, which is 2K profit. But at the same time, if you just keep reinvesting forever, like all your money is just in Amazon. So it's like, at what point do you balance that?
You reinvest in the SME. You become the person that can generate cash out of thin air.
You become that type of person.
You become exactly. I'm like, you think I'm joking, Seth?
No, it's true.
It's true.
So funny. Yeah.
There's like this is, I guess, YouTube related, but there's like videos of people where they're like, say they're like a YouTuber that has like 5 million subs or whatever it is, right? Like they'll start a channel completely brand new, upload without telling anybody, and they'll prove to people that they didn't get there by luck because they have so much skills, right? Like their YouTube creating skills, right? I'm just using YouTube as an example because me and Seth talked about it earlier. But like you're such a good like content creator that you could literally go from 0 subs to 10K subs in a week if you meet enough.
Yeah.
And then that's money.
And the same thing with Amazon too.
Yeah, or like any skill, you learn welding, you're automatically probably at like $30 an hour, right? Like it's you get the skill and then you get paid for the skill. That's really.
Did you guys know? I don't know what it's. I think it's called being a lobotomist, but you can literally pay $500, do a 15-hour training, $25 an hour. Like crazy that you can just like make $25 an hour out of basically thin air.
Seth, I looked that up, and by me, they were only getting paid like 18. I was like,
Really?
what? Yeah, maybe if like you get promoted or something. Like
Maybe
I actually did some research because I was like, this seems like cap, you know?
that
It doesn't seem real.
maybe what they did is
It's
they
still
were
good.
like California or something, like the
Yeah.
highest minimum wage area in the nation. And in Georgia or something, it's like $15 an hour.
I'm not trying to like poke holes in your thing, but like I actually did research about that. I was like, oh, so it's actually 18. But that's still like if you could like if your choice is between nothing wrong with working at Walmart. I'm saying if your choice is working at Walmart and you start out at 15, or you get that you pay $500 and then you start out at $18, it probably makes sense to just pay the 500 to start out at 18, like from the get, you know.
Yeah, what did you say Walmart pay is there?
It's like 15.
Like 15. So it's like $3 an hour.
It might even be like 14, but yeah, I think they're like 15 to 16. But like if you could pay $300 to start out at like 18, you know, you're getting paid like it adds up quickly.
Oh, let's do the math here. So like an extra $3 an hour. I mean, that's kind of a long time, 166 hours. But over the course of a year, that
but I mean, you're going to be working it anyway.
Exactly.
Might as well.
Yeah, it's a hard one. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I struggle with it all the time.
S&Me. I also like. I don't know, dude. The S&P, like, unless you're making 200K like net a month, like, I don't know about the S&P, because that's what all the really rich people do. Like, Alex Ramosey's like, dude, like, you're like really stupid if you invest in the S&P. That's what he says, and he makes more money in a day than literally anybody that ever will watch this video. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's big balling. I'm not saying like we won't make that much money, but I'm just saying like he makes so much money.
It's true.
And he says that, you know?
Yeah.
So I can't not do it, you know?
But at the same time, we got Joji with his money in the S&P 500 and like doing really, really well with it. So
you can.
And
I'm
like
not saying
for me, like I have a nice security blanket, which makes me sleep at night.
Well, that's good, Seth. I'm just saying.
I mean, that's why I dropped a good amount of money on like learning how to do YouTube a little bit better. But still, it takes a lot of time in order to actually go through it and implement it. Goodness.
Maybe I'm just a little salty. Like I had money in the S&P for 2 years and it didn't do anything. I like broke even. I maybe made like $300.
Well, how much do you have in there?
What am I gonna do? It depends at the time because I pulled some out, this and that. But like around, you know, it fluctuated too. Like let's just say
you don't have to answer it, whatever.
Let's just say like 10K, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And it didn't do anything for like 2 years. You get that money, you put in Amazon.
Yeah.
You can literally put that money into Amazon. You watch Seth's videos. Seth's videos on how to read Keepa. My videos on how to read Keepa.
Exactly.
Joji's videos on how to read Keepa. He's in the chat right now. And then you literally turn that 10K into 12K in a single month. What is the S&P doing? What?
Yeah, I agree.
Like I just don't see where it makes sense. I
actually agree a lot. Like I have a ton more in Amazon than I do in the S&P 500. Like I think Amazon's a better investment up to a certain point.
Oh, dude, Joji's got it. Can you pull up the comment? Oh, my bad. Skills. Yes, let's go.
Skills. Seth is on his way to make money on YouTube. Yes, sir.
Eventually. Yes, he is. He's really close to getting monetized. I don't know. I got a little salty. Like I clicked on one of my videos. I was like, they're running ads on this. You know what I mean?
Oh, there. Someone else ads. Oh, So sad.
Like they were running ads on my channel, and like I wasn't getting paid for it. Like I'm fine with it, but it's just like it's funny.
Yeah,
it's just funny. Yeah, Joe. I love Joe.
Goal is 2 mil by 35. Fat fire.
Dude, I'm not here to talk crap about the fire community or anything, but the people that do lean fire, dude, they're built different. Like I don't know about that, but fat fire, dude, I really respect.
What's wrong with lean fire?
I don't know. Like, there's nothing wrong with lean fire, but it's like you just settle for like the bottom, You're like, like I'm gonna do all of this work to just settle at the bottom. Like, why? And then also you could, there's nothing wrong with it. I love the people out here. If you do lean fire, you're awesome. I just want to say, like, you could do fat fire like Joji. Joji's like, I want to live good,
Gold and silver best bet right now.
Nice.
Interesting. Probably. The thing is like when you have like 23K to invest or like 43K to invest or 12K to invest, it's like, is me investing in gold rather than the S&P 500 really going to change my life? Like if we what?
the real talk.
Yeah.
I just really like that. Oh, I got 20K, invest in the S&P 500. Is it really gonna change your life? Probably not.
But it's like, yeah, you gotta invest in the Amazon store if you can. Just make sure you're doing it safely.
Gold is up. RW says gold is up 19% right now. Let's go.
That makes me scared, though. Do you want to invest as things are going up? But
Seth,
what? Sorry, I'm not investing in.
No, I didn't say it as a bad thing. I was just gonna say, like,
I'm just ripping apart.
If Dogecoin doubles, do you not buy into it, Seth? Come on.
The thing is like I've done stupid stuff like that, and I've gotten burned. So not a Dogecoin, but
gold. I don't think gold is really like. I see gold. Gold is RW smart, dude. He's like, okay, gold's like it's like the dollar's doing bad. Like our money's basically like worth nothing now. It's like I'm gonna go buy gold. That's something tangible.
Groceries. Exactly.
Gold, Amazon products, S&P 500.
S&P, baby.
S&P.
I'm going real estate long term.
Let's go.
Josiah would say Turo is better returns than
what?
Josiah loves Turo, and I get it because they're getting great returns from it. So,
dude, we got some banter in the chat. So RW says real estate is a money pit.
Is a money pit? How so? You really don't like real estate, huh? Or are you just like, yes, I love it, money pit?
Well, I
don't know what he means.
People don't talk about like you've got to run the numbers, the maintenance. I bet real estate, like, it's getting oh gosh, it's getting like, the home prices are going up, but the rents aren't like increasing as much. I mean, some of them are increasing. There's all these expenses. Was that?
It's location dependent. Some locations,
yeah,
it is. Some it's not. So like you don't buy into a market where there's not good rents. I think.
Yes, let's go, Joji.
I'd agree to reinvest. I'd agree to completely reinvest in yourself when your net worth is sub 100K. After that, it becomes difficult to spend 100K on inventory, in my opinion.
Sounds like you need to find more products. Get the VAs. Get more products. Got to get the network up. Find more products. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just thinking about it. I'm just like, I definitely agree with the first sentence, but like, you definitely could spend 100K on inventory But like if it's like the side thing, it's hard to spend 100K. That's for sure.
Dude,
I think my biggest balance was like 90K, I think, but not 100K.
On your card?
Yeah, on all my cards together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Grocery.
My bad says grocery is gold.
Yeah, I cut you off too, Cody. What were you gonna say?
I'm just laughing. Just Joji commented lol. I just kind of cracked up.
He's like, I disagree. Like, fair
I know, right?
Fair enough.
No, Joji, we gotta buy all of the literally every product and then flip it on Amazon.
The reason I think Amazon is a good investment to a certain point. At some point, Amazon, the risk versus reward is just too high to like continually, always, forever put more and more money into it forever. I don't know where that line is, but at some point, I really think you should be investing somewhere else. That's my opinion. What's your thoughts, Cody?
Yeah. S and like I honestly,
it's in me, baby.
It's in me, baby. Literally, Amazon, invest in yourself, and then literally anything else. Like, you know, like you could have another business, but that's kind of like you get scatterbrained.
You could buy Play-Doh. You could buy rare collectible vintage Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Just random stuff that didn't quite hit.
I'm just a guy on the internet. Like the people do what they want.
Unless you have more than 3 homes in California and the interest rate is very high, not a great idea.
Yeah.
It's a hard one. I mean, with all money making, like you can really screw up Amazon and like do it terribly. You can really screw up real estate. You could really screw up Turo.
That's where the SME comes in. You gotta buy the info.
Buy the
so
knowledge.
You know not to mess up. We don't even sell stuff either, Seth. Yeah. Well, we both do coaching calls.
Yeah, we both do consulting, but besides that, like
just because it's like I mean, honestly, like I've been talking to some of the people that I talk to daily about Amazon and things like that. But it's crazy to think like you could literally schedule a coaching call with like Seth, me. I don't even know if Joji offers coaching calls. I think he does actually. Yeah, so like you pick, you got a variety. You got you pick whoever, right? And you schedule this call. Say the call is like $80 or whatever it is. You could schedule, say, like one call, and then say you need a little bit more help, so you schedule another call. And you could learn keep the ins and outs, and you literally save thousands. And then you'd also know how to do the task, which is insane. So not only would you save money, but you would make more money just by having the education, SMEing,
Exactly. Like whenever I have like a big problem I'm trying to work through, like a couple of times I've done consulting calls with people and it's just saved me so much time and effort. So,
yeah. And you make more. Like I have this guy. Now we're great friends. And he scheduled a call with me, and he was like, "Oh, I never knew about Top Cashback at all." And he's like, "Just you telling me about." Like I told him tons of other stuff. I don't tell people, "Oh, just do Top." I give them sauce in the calls, right? To make money, right? But what I'm saying is, he's like, just telling me to like you have to download Top Cashback, like non-negotiable. You're downloading this today after this call. In the first week and a half, he made more than he paid for the call. So it's like, dude, like what? And if he didn't have that, he would have missed out on the money. So I'm not saying this is
the next 51 weeks of the year.
Was that?
For the next 51 weeks of the year, he wouldn't have made another $100 a week.
Exactly. It is like even if they can, like, say you pay for like a call or a course or whatever, and even if if you're actually doing the business and it helps you out like 5%, that could be massive. Oh, Kevin's trolling in the chat.
What's cashback? King's still at it.
Where
Appreciate you, Kevin.
are we at with the
It's
questions?
so funny because he knows what. Yeah, I'm a dad. I'm not a dad, but number one is location dependent. Yeah. This is my side hustle. I'm making a great side hustle for now, and when I retire, it will be my main income. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, like, it's not like you have to do Amazon full time. Like, full transparency, most weeks I don't spend more than 20 hours a week on Amazon. Like I do, like, I like it part time, honestly. Cody's like, man, grind more.
The YouTube titles say otherwise, Seth. It says you're a full-time reseller. Come on. No, I'm just kidding.
Full-time income.
Full-time income. Yeah, there you go. I like that. That's really good.
This is my side hustle. Make great money from it. Exactly. Like, when you know what you're doing, like, you can kind of just like do the things that are going to push forward your business and not like BS around all the time.
Learning Keepa is 100K a year plus skill. Like, it's insane. How to read it. Josiah says, use Amazon to cash flow a second business that you can grow and sell. Let's go. Yeah, that's a really smart thing. That's the thing is with Amazon, we can't, unless you're doing private label, you can't really like grow and sell your business. Like when you're doing our model, it's really just cash flow based. So I think that's really smart. Like you get the cash flow and then you put it into something like a good long-term business. Josiah, he has his churro business and he makes bank doing that. Yeah.
The sick thing about Turo is like when he's done with it, he can just sell his cars, which is amazing. That's just
exactly, and they're all paid off now.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like selling a property is a lot more complicated and difficult than selling a car. At least in my opinion, I'd rather sell 3 cars than like a house. You know. Like that would be so much easier. Almost hitting. So it's like, it's more of a liquid business. I feel like Turo could be a pretty cool thing. Definitely haven't gotten into it myself, but Josiah is the man for that.
Rice Flips is here. Let's go. Thanks for showing
Almost hitting that Q4 goal. I need 4 more IP claims. Is that
weird? Oh gosh, no.
I hope not. I hope you don't have
IP claims.
IP claims. That's a decent idea for the right business model. Unfortunately, I didn't read this comment at the right time, so I don't know what you mean, but definitely have to have the S in me for whatever business model you go for. So exactly.
Kevin says King's still at it. Let's go. You know how it is, Kevin. I'm trying to get on your level. Trying to.
Yeah, we kind of both are. Like his YouTube channel.
We're all like, dude, the community's so early too. Like the reselling community, like 10 years from now, it's gonna be crazy.
Exactly.
Kevin's gonna blow up. Joji's gonna blow up. Seth's gonna blow up. Josiah, he's in the chat. He's gonna, he's gonna build up.
He's gonna keep making 19K a month.
He's got Seth, Josiah's gonna be in the corner making like 29K net a month.
Buy his house in cash next year. Cody's spitting fire. No wonder these guys can go live every day. We are here just about every day, and
we're here for the people.
So yeah. Keep it is everything. Yeah. Speaking of that, 15 people in the chat, loving it. Thank you guys for showing up. What is business? Exactly.
Oh, I think. Yeah, I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I read it as what is his business, but I don't know if he's just memeing. I don't.
Yeah, what is his business? He sells on Amazon and he also does Turo. So in the summer, he lives in Alaska and it goes wild up there during the summer for Turo. Yeah, bro, 4. I think I'll hit it by Christmas. Dude, well done.
Let's go, right? Let's go, Rice.
If you guys haven't seen our how to get IP claims and keep them live stream, Cody, Josiah, and I spent an hour talking about how you can get more IP claims and actually make sure that they stay on your account.
Oh gosh, no,
that was a bunch of fun.
No, we don't want IP complaints. Those are
you don't actually want them. We basically talked about how to get them so that you can not get them. We don't want
exactly. It's the reverse psychology. You tell them how to get them, so then you can figure out how to not do that thing.
Exactly. I'm gonna blow up. Facts. Exactly.
Dude, everybody's gonna.
Exactly. Should I go get an MBA? Yeah, SME.
dude, SME.
Bro, you could go spend like $50K to go get like I don't know, what degree do you want? Communication. You could go. You could go make.
Dude, I don't know what.
Go make 18,000.
Kevin says, "Danny, is he just taught?" Wait, I don't know what he means by that.
I think this is Danny. I think.
Oh, maybe. Okay, my bad.
I might be wrong. Now I need to look that up. Question for y'all: after how long would you start dropping prices on your inventory that isn't selling as quickly as you want? You have a what's going on? Oh, you froze in place for a second. I feel like this depends on your philosophy of selling. Like, are you trying to get your stuff to move immediately? Are you okay with sitting on stuff? It's kind of your subjective philosophy on it. What are your thoughts, Cody?
Sell things that make you money. If it's sitting for a while, I would definitely drop my price. Like sometimes it's worth to take a small loss to get that money back and then turn it like 8 times. You know what I mean? Like if you have an item and it's just not selling, cut your losses, go into another item where you can keep on flipping your money that is actually selling.
Yeah, exactly. But like if it's something that you like, you planned on it like sitting for 3 months and you were going to make a 200% ROI, like extreme example, like don't drop your price unless something actually changed. But if it was a bad buy, like you should just get out of it and get into something better. So it's kind of
some things take time. Like for me personally, I buy enough stock to sell out in like a month. So like I'm not trying to, unless it's like a crazy deal, I'm not trying to buy 2 months of stock. Just letting you guys know, like I think churning the money fast is like the best way to do it. But everybody's business model is different. There's like weird well, I won't say weird. There's like antique collector people. They'll literally have something for like 15 years. They'll be like, I bought this for $5 at like an estate sale, and I'm gonna sell this for $15,000. And then like 15 years later, they sell it for 15 grand. Because you just had to wait for like the right specific person. Extreme example, but whatever makes money. Like it's just maybe that's kind of off topic, but
15,000 a year, or 15,000 divided by 10 years, so that's $1,500 a year profit.
And it's like something that I'm just saying as an extreme example. Like as long as you make money, I mean,
right?
Like,
Danny, no way I would let someone drive my car. Yeah, that's the whole business model, though.
They have insurance and things like that. Like I don't know too much about it, but I know there is insurance and like you have to take pictures and stuff of Turo. So if somebody messes up your car, you should be able to get your money back. But consult Josiah with that because he actually runs that business.
I want to get a PhD.
Dude, let's go SME.
SME.
Dude, honestly, like I feel like it's not. Dude, like, see that's the thing where the SME gets a little weird. It's like, oh, I could get a PhD, but he's like, he's already making like 26K a month. Like, why would you even need a PhD?
Well, it's like some SME investments are terrible investments. Some are good investments.
I agree. Like, it's not all black and white, but I just SME. I think
it is black and white. It is. Let's go. Exactly.
But for like 95% of people, like you have to SME. Like I messed around for so long and I wasted so much time and I didn't make I really messed up because I wasn't SMEing for such a long time. And then I SME'd and now we're growing Amazon. We SME'd.
What would you say your like some pivotal SME moments were.
So okay, so the main SME moment. So I bought like a few courses with Amazon. Nothing crazy. My SME was
You bought the
spending
automation course?
no,
Not SME.
no. That buying anything automation is usually bad. Like I'm specifically referring to Amazon automation. It's usually bad. Gosh, I'm like completely thrown out. So some pivotal, some really important SME moments for me was I didn't have money. Like I had like no money. So I was SMEing my time, with my time I'm saying as the cost, into watching YouTube videos about Keepa. And then I feel like that was an SME. I was investing a lot of time posting on social to get other people in the community to help me learn because I didn't have money to learn, right? Some other people, they have money and they can just pay it. They can pay for calls, with me, Seth, I think Josiah even offers call. There's tons of, like, there's an endless amount of people in the community that offer like paid calls. You can buy courses, things like that. I personally I bought like 2 Amazon courses. They were only like $100 each, nothing crazy. So that was $200. That was SME. I think that really helped. Um, but I think the main point of the main SMEs that I've done that helped was like really SMEing in the network, SMEing in like social media kind of courses, so I can like kind of learn what to do. Um, really, like honestly, like anything that I bought that was a course that I actually applied, I feel like it was a pretty good investment. I don't know what you think about that, Seth.
Yeah, I don't know why that's such a controversial take, but I agree with that as well. Like as far as Amazon, I think I bought several courses Amazon. I bought the business blueprints when I was starting with books. I was like $400 on Black Friday. That helps me go full time with books. When I was getting into retail arbitrage, I bought this I bought the replenishable course by who is it? Hustle Buddies. That helps me with like the whole like how to buy replenishables and find replenishable items. I bought another one. I bought one for like $200 that it basically fulfilled its purpose, but I didn't learn a ton from it. But all the other ones did really, really well. I bought like this $50 course on like eBay to Amazon off some guy on Twitter, which was actually really, really
good.
Yeah. It was just like most of these like actual paid moments, if I applied it, like it went really well.
Yeah,
and
like
the reinvesting your time too in skills.
like honestly, most of the money that I've wasted, right, has been paying for like subscription like groups, like cook groups, things like that. Because a lot of the info in there is like not to dish like bad. Like there's some good cook groups out there, but a lot of them are trash. And like the money that some of those groups is like $50 a month, $60 a month, like that kind of that just kind of wasted some money. But some of those groups, like I had one group I was in, I was paying $35 a month. That group hands down made me an extra 6K in a year when I had like no money.
Yeah.
So that was insane. It was literally like paid like what is it, like 700 for the year, and then I made an extra 5 grand. So if you think of like a return on investment, that's really good. When you have like when you have so little. I'm trying to think what else was good. I mean, books are a really good one, but I think people mess up with books. They're like, oh, I read this book, I did something. No, you didn't. Alex Ramosi, Alex Ramosi, he said like if you read a book and then your behavior doesn't change, there's no point in reading the book. Like if you read a book and then it doesn't like really affect your life, there's no point in reading the book. I know we're like really off the rails here.
Yeah,
It's like
it's good talk though.
it's S and me. Like I think it's important. I bought gosh, I mix up the names. I think it's Chris Grant. His online arbitrage book. I haven't even read the whole thing, but I skimmed through the first what is it, 50, 60 pages, and there's so much sauce in there. Like there's like there's so much good info in there, and I skimmed through like most of it. And like I found, because I already know Keepa pretty well, and I found some of the gems that it's like I've been looking for that I didn't even know existed. So like sometimes you just, and that book was like, I don't know, it was like $35, like nothing crazy. And like you take one thing out of that book, you apply it, and it's like, oh, okay, I literally applied this concept in the book tonight, and I made an extra $100. You know, like it's not like it like some of, but that's the thing, is you have to actually apply it. Like if you're buying these things and then you don't apply it, like if you buy, I think a lot of people, they buy. I'm just gonna go super off the rails.
Yeah, great.
Like if you buy something, like say you buy a course, right? This is just my personal opinion. If you buy a course and you don't consistently apply that course for the next 3 or 4 months to see if it works, you literally wasted your money on the course. Like you have to actually apply it, and then you'll be like, you know, if it doesn't get your results, maybe there's another education component to it. Maybe the course just sucks. But if you never just like applied it, most courses are good. If you never applied it, then you're not going to even be able to see the results. The other thing that I see people is they don't do enough reps. That's really it. Like last year I don't drop ship on Amazon. I just want to say that last year I drop shipped on other platforms. I made about 40K, right? And that was net, right? And the amount of listings I've seen other people do, so they would list, I was drop shipping on Facebook, right? The amount of listings people would do would say like 10 a day, 40 a day. I was like, no, I'm doing 200 a day every single day for I did it for like 4 months straight. And then I was making $3,000 a month off of it, right? So it's like you literally put in so many reps that it would be unreasonable for you to make money. That's kind of how I'm approaching
unreasonable for you to not make money.
Yeah, that's how I'm approaching Amazon now. I'm literally like, okay, our goal is 400 units a day right now. I'm probably averaging like 130. I need to write it down. Today I did like 250. Who cares, right? Who actually cares? Nobody cares, right? But the thing is like you do so many reps that it's unreasonable for you to succeed. That's how I feel. At least that's that. I don't know if you have any thoughts about that, Seth.
Yeah, I mean, if you just try to do something for a long time and you actually try and apply the education, like it's gonna help. There's one part of courses that is a bit more controversial. I think a part of why people get really suspicious with courses, and I think there's a strange expectation that there's a strange expectation with these courses that like once you bought this $150 course, they're going to tell you every single little nook and cranny of everything that they do to an absolute T, and like lead you by the hand and like talk to you on Messenger for 3 hours and like really make sure that you like get out of the house and like get on the horse yourself. And it's like they're going to put as much effort as they can into like making video content for you and like some sort of support so that you can actually get results. But it's not going to be like them holding your hand and like skipping through the lilies with you. Like you have to like actually do the things and recognize like, you know, they did their best. They made the videos that they could, but it's like, you need to just apply this stuff, and it's not going to be 100% complete. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you got to do the reps. I love, how do you say that? DM
Sorto.
Yeah. So they say, that's what I love about Amazon. The people who are willing to put in the work will succeed. That is a fact. Like, opportunity is amazing. Like anybody can really make money with Amazon right now. It's insane. Like you put in the work, you get a direct output. It's a little bit delayed because like you do the work today.
Used to that.
Yeah, you do the work today, and then you're like, wow, I'm doing so well now today, and then you don't want to ease off the pedal because then it, you know, you're like, oh, why are my sales bad? I'm sad, right? But yeah, that's the best thing about Amazon is like you can like like the opportunity is endless. The amount of people that shop on Amazon, they don't even know third party sellers exist is insane. Like they just buy stuff every day. People also are like, oh yeah, the recession, this and that. Like what recession? What like what? Things are flying right now. They said what was the news said like Black Friday like 9 billion. Like where's the recession,
Yeah, that's such a limiting belief about like, oh, it's a recession, you're an Amazon seller, it's not going to work out for you. Like, no, just learn how to read Keepa and make sure that you're buying stuff with historical demands. Like that's literally all you got to do. And retailers are probably giving higher sales, like so that they can move stuff. Yeah. So there's like great demand still, and stores are still giving sales. eBay sellers still want their items to move. It's a great world out there. And welcome everyone in the chat. We got 18 people in here. Appreciate it.
Let's go. Can everybody hit a like for Seth? He just hit 1,000 subs.
I appreciate
that. We've been doing these lives like every single night for a month. If you guys are new, thank you for joining us today. But yeah, I really appreciate the like because I'm just really excited to see Seth, get to 100 subs. And that's really, I love the people coming to these lives, and hitting the like really just supports me and Seth.
Exactly. And if you guys haven't checked out Echo Flips' channel, he has so many good technical videos on his channel. Definitely get and check out his channel because he's taught me so much about the offers tab. Recently, I've been looking at the offers tab so much when it's kind of a game changer. So I think he has some videos on that. The chief is saying at the end of the day, those who apply and build skills will win. Minimize mistakes, learn, and build. Exactly. Like you just got to learn the skills. Like
exactly.
It's it feels, I think there's something about skills that people and myself are really scared to fail. Like we don't want that message about ourselves saying like, oh, like I tried something, it was outside of my comfort control, and like I sucked at it. I was horrible at it. Like I tried to go for 10K profit a month and I made $900 profit. Like that feels bad. Like you're putting yourself up for failure when you are trying to do something that is good, but like that failure is going to happen. And like, are you going to learn from it? I know I've been there. I had a couple months where like I broke even. Like that sucked. Like after coming off like massive months, like how did you sell 12K profit in a month and then break even?
Yeah.
That's like, can I feel bad about it or can I learn from it?
Welcome to the small business. You know what I mean?
The small business, exactly.
The small business world. But that's the beauty of it too. Like we could literally make 24K in a month, whatever it is. We could be Josiah and make like 28K in a month, right? And then go down to zero the next day. That's the crazy part. So like I've talked to people too where it's like, oh man, I'm doing all right with Amazon. I'm making like 4K a month. It's like, what happens if you make no K a month next month? Like what, like what happens when the no K a month comes in? Because things happen.
Gotta have some fortitude, because while you're having that zero profit a month, like you can either put in the actions that are going to result in another zero profit month because you're discouraged, or you can realize my actions in November are going to directly impact my December. Like you just,
I like that set. That's awesome. Yeah, but I think this is a great spot to end. I feel like we've covered so much stuff.
We went longer than we thought we were gonna go.
I don't. This is just a banger live.
It was a fun live. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. Definitely check out Echo Flips' channel. We're gonna be live probably for the rest of the week here, so just check our stories. We will say when we're gonna be live, but almost always 8 p.m. Eastern. And great question here. Yeah, I'm gonna answer it real quick before we head off. But do you guys do this full time or depend on it like a full time gig? I do this anywhere between 15 and 25 hours a week for Amazon, anyways, and it's my main income. Yeah.
All full time right now. So I really just spend every hour on this, and then I do a little bit of social media. We're trying to
grow.
trying to grow a little bit on social. So I don't know if you'd consider
I mean,
that into it. But.
You have like 800 subs, like that's a lot. Like you didn't just like put like an hour a week into it. Like you put time into social. So
we got the nightly. The thing is the nightly lives are like, if somebody goes back and watches all the nightly lives, they're gonna get so much. They're gonna get so much good info, just like little nuggets here and there. And that's what me and Seth do every nightly live. We try to sprinkle in some stuff so people can make money. I'm getting out so much random like.
Yeah, I feel like we don't have we have very little filter on here. Like we kind of just like there's just so many tips here. But yeah, there's so much for coming.
Yep. Thanks everybody.
Have a good night, guys. See ya.